What's up, everybody? Andrew Mahone here with Tricky Jim at Full Grip Games. Today, I'm going to be showing off one of the most hyped new decks out of Rebel Clash, Dragapult VMAX. Dragapult VMAX is the star of the show here. It's got 320 HP and 2 great attacks. Shred for 1 Psychic Energy deals 60 damage and is not affected by any effects on your opponent's active Pokemon, such as Metal Frying Pan, things like that. Max Phantom for 2 Psychic Energy deals 130 damage, and you get to place 5 damage counters on your opponent's bench Pokemon in any way you like. So the primary strategy with the Dragapult VMAX deck is going to be to try and outlast your opponent and really stack those damage counters up on your opponent's field so that you could take big, sweeping, multiple prize turns all at once. Placing 5 damage counters is very good since Mew from Unbroken Bonds with the Bench Barrier ability does not actually stop those damage counters from being placed. Bench Barrier only prevents damage dealt to bench Pokemon by opponent's attacks, not damage counters placed. In the Pokemon trading card game, those two, though they sound the same, are different things. Placing damage counters goes through Bench Barrier, but dealing damage to the bench, like with Inteleon VMAX's attack, does not go through Bench Barrier. So that is a very powerful effect on the Dragapult VMAX and allows you to really stack up some pretty crazy win conditions. The Galarian Zigzagoon here with the Headbutt Tantrum ability allows you to fix some math on bench Pokemon. This allows you, when you play this Pokemon from your hand to your bench during your turn, to place an extra damage counter on one of your opponent's Pokemon. So it can help you fix the math on bench Pokemon like Jirachi, who have 70 HP. Using Max Phantom, you can place 5 damage counters onto a Jirachi, then use Galarian Zigzagoon's Headbutt Tantrum to place a 6th damage counter, and you could use Scoop Up Net to put the Galarian Zigzagoon back up to your hand and reuse that Headbutt Tantrum ability. So you can come up with some really cool combinations with Galarian Zigzagoon, but knocking out Jirachis is going to be one of the most common uses that you find for the Galarian Zigzagoon. It also helps fix some math on the active Pokemon if you happen to be a little bit short with Max Phantom. Now, Max Phantom only dealing 130 damage can be supplemented. We have Giant Bomb in the deck, which, if the active Pokemon it's attached to is receives 180 or more damage from an opponent's attack, you get to place 10 damage counters on the attacking Pokemon. So Giant Bomb can make it so that your opponent gets punished for hitting into your Dragapults, which can be very good since you're going to be using Marnie turn after turn to disrupt your opponent's hand. They may not have the boss's orders in order to play around your Dragapult and may end up having to just hit into the Giant Bomb. We play 3 of those. They get discarded at the end of your turn, but can be very effective if they hit. We also have 4 copies of Horror Psychic Energy in the deck, which act as kind of a Rocky Helmet style effect. When the Psychic Pokemon this card is attached to is in the active spot, is damaged by an opponent's attack, you place 2 damage counters on the attacking Pokemon, and the Horror Psychic Energy stacks with itself and also with Giant Bomb. So if you have 2 Horror Psychic Energy attached to your Dragapult VMAX and it takes an attack, then you're going to be placing 4 damage counters onto the attacking Pokemon. If you have a Giant Bomb, they deal over 180 damage with the 2 Horror Psychic Energies. That's 140 damage placed just for hitting into the Dragapult VMAX. And the Giant Bombs are very good for punishing Pokemon like Zacian, whose Brave Blade attack just does well over 180 damage. We also have Phione in the deck with his Whirlpool Suction ability. It can be very good for pushing something that you don't want in the active position to your opponent's bench. Whirlpool Suction can make it so that if your opponent's trying to buy a turn by putting maybe a damaged Jirachi in the active position and passing, you can push the Jirachi to the bench so that you can clean it up with Max Phantom later. So it's really useful for that. Mind Report Mewtwo is one of my favorite cards right now. It's from Unbroken Bonds. It's been out for a while, but with Scoop Up Net, Mind Report Mewtwo just gets really, really good. And this deck utilizes Mind Report Mewtwo better than almost any other deck because we don't only have Quick Ball to search it out, but we also have Mysterious Treasure, who searches out not only Dragapult VMAX, but you can get your Mewtwo, you can get Mew from Unbroken Bonds, and you can also get your Malamar line. And yes, Malamar is rotating, but for now, I think that Malamar is very useful in a Dragapult VMAX list because if your opponent plays any form of energy removal, Team Yell Grunt, Crushing Hammers, Wait and See Hammer, thing like that, you can actually replenish that energy using Psychic Recharge, and you can make it so that you can streamline Max Phantom attacks back to back much easier. You can also come up with plays where you retreat Dragapult VMAX into Jirachi in order to find game-winning cards, and then use Psychic Recharge to put that energy back on your Dragapult, and then switch and continue attacking. So the Malamar line, very thin, just a 2-2 line. It's really all you need in this deck, since Dragapult only requires 2 energy. The 2-2 Malamar line, I would say, is definitely worth the space for now because of that Psychic Recharge ability just being so powerful and giving your deck some extra tricks that you can come up with. Also makes it so that if you fall behind in energy attachments, you can catch up later on in the game and eventually overwhelm your opponent's board. Now, Mallow Lana, I think, is an absolutely essential inclusion in this deck. It allows you to switch your active Pokemon with one of your bench Pokemon, and if you discard 2 other cards from your hand, you can heal 120 damage from the Pokemon you move to the bench, which can be great for healing off your Dragapult VMAX, pivoting to the bench, and then we have 4 Switch and 4 Scoop Up Net to be able to pivot out of Jirachi's Stellar Wish. So you're usually going to want to Mallow and Lana into Jirachi Stellar Wish and then pivot back to the Dragapult that you healed off. You can also Mallow and Lana and just start attacking with a bench Dragapult, a new Dragapult, or even use Jet Assault. We didn't really talk about Dragapult V, but Dragapult V could definitely get in there and deal some damage. For 2 Psychic Energies, Jet Assault does 60 plus 80 more, so you can do 140 damage for just 2 energy, actually more than Max Phantom deals to the opponent's active Pokemon, which can be situationally useful. Only has 210 HP, but if you're playing Malamar in the list, you'll find yourself sometimes attacking with Dragapult V just to force your opponent into an alternate prize exchange. You don't want them to just knock out 2 Dragapult VMAX and win the game. Sometimes you want them to knock out 1 Dragapult VMAX, then maybe a Dragapult V, and then maybe 1 more Dragapult VMAX, and then force them into that 8 prize game. Instead of just taking 6 prizes, if they only have 1 prize remaining and you force them to knock out Dragapult VMAX, you can force them into that 8 prize game. So Mallow Lana, definitely one of, I think, the most essential cards in this list. It's very good for the mirror, and one of the coolest things about Mallow Lana is that you can reuse it using Mewtwo's Mind Report, because you can put a supporter card from your discard pile back on top of your deck, and you can streamline Mallow and Lana so that with Mewtwo and the Scoop Up Nets, you can use multiple Mallow and Lana throughout the course of the game, which can be very good in the mirror. Completely erasing one of your opponent's Max Phantoms can certainly set you ahead in any mirror match, so I definitely recommend that. The deck is pretty busted, so let's check it out in some gameplay. And of course, make sure to check out FullGripGames.com if you're looking for any of these cards. Singles, make sure to check out FullGripCodes.com if you're looking for the most recent Pokemon trading card game online codes to get your account decked out. We've got instant PTCGO code delivery available on FullGripCodes.com. Supporting Full Grip Games directly supports the content that we create here on Tricky Gym. So thank you guys all so much for shopping with Full Grip. Enjoy the gameplay. Dragapult's supposed to be, like, I'd say one of the best decks in format. It's supposed to be like top 2. I would say like top 2, top 3. Why don't I believe in Pikarom? Because Pikarom's only got 240 HP. ADP, I still think ADP is good. So, like, there's a lot of people don't think ADP is good anymore. I think that Jirachi Scoop Ups is going to be the new future. I don't think that Jirachi Scoop Ups is the new future. I still think ADP is good. I think that deck will still see play. I think Pikarom's 240 HP is a little bit too exploitable for 3 prizes. Just feels really bad. Everybody in the deck can just get knocked out. You know, pretty straightforward. Sure enough, we got a Dragapult Mirror. Exhilarating. All right. Now this thing can do 30 damage to my Inkay. Take it out on the first turn. That's mighty annoying. And we've got no energy down. So it's kind of frustrating. Maybe the Gengar Mimikyu is the play. Kind of have to save the Inkay so we don't get bits. Got this guy, and then I need to Go here. Scoop Up Net. Hopefully we find ourselves a Viridian. We don't. Another Research, Giant Bomb. Giant Bombs are going to be pretty much worthless in this matchup, so I'll just thin that out of the deck. We go Inkay, and that's fine. So, pretty decent setup for next turn. If we can get an energy into the discard pile, then I got a shot to go Malamar, Dragapult, Research out of it. Now we might get Marnie turn 1. It's usually the deal here. Fortunately with Jirachi in the active though, he's just got a nice little psychic resistance, so we don't have to worry too much about that. But Dragapult, as far as like matchup spread goes, Dragapult should theoretically be able to compete with like everything, right? Even Baby Blacephalon, like it doesn't matter. That's like highly unfortunate turn 1 there. It's a little bit greedy holding the Mysterious Treasure. I could have gone for a second Inkay, but sure, I guess. And they have the Bite for knockouts. So they're definitely going to have the advantage going into this next turn. I think I still probably just promote Jirachi because, yeah, I'm not going to be interested in using... maybe I will be interested in using the attack for 60, but we play enough switch cards. I wasn't holding on to the bomb. I was going to treasure for something else. So, but I could have, yeah, you're right. I could have just put it down. Okay, let's go there. Get Mewtwo. The Mallow Lana onto the top of the deck and Research. So I'm going to get the Mallow Lana on the other side. And we did get an energy, so that's cool. And then... and I got a Mysterious Treasure. Let's see what we're looking at. And a Quick Ball. Cool. So I can go... energy here. Treasure away that. Get myself Dragapult. Inkay's only got 60 HP. It's rough. I feel like what? This not affected by any effects. 60 damage does add up though, so we probably do want to hit in with 60. So let's just go here and swing. Shred. And then I'm gonna save my hand size so that I can potentially Mallow and Lana next turn into Jirachi, and then maybe even Dedenne change if I have to. Putting the Dedenne down is definitely a liability. But if we Mallow and Lana, yeah, and Quick Ball, whatever my top deck is. Could be okay. So Max Phantom's like 130, 130. It's 260. Plus the 60. Yeah, so that 60 damage does matter. And Mallow and Lana will definitely matter as well. So the Mewtwo, Mallow and Lana combo, we're hoping that kind of gets us there in the mirror. They might actually be playing the Yell Grunts. Now, I'm not planning any sort of energy disruption right now. And energy disruption could be pretty brutal since they were able to turn 1 knock out my Inkay. Just a little bit annoying. Dragapult mirror matches are absolutely brutal. I don't think that I've had a good experience playing a Dragapult mirror match yet. They've all just been really brutal. Alright, so he's got the knockout on Jirachi. That seems fine. And then are they going to Dedenne change? It looks like they are going to Dedenne change. Okay. So if they Dedenne change, then I'm comfortable Dedenne changing. So I'm going to go Mallow and Lana, glance this hit off. They're going to knock out my Jirachi. Unfortunately, I don't get to go into Jirachi. But I can go into Mewtwo. And then all I have to do is find a Scoop Up Net or a Switch. You know, play a decent amount of those. Alright, so there are 4 prizes left. We definitely need this thing. to live. Viridian's a really good card to have, so that's a little bit of a bummer. I feel like I have to Mallow Lana. Alright, day change. Cool. That worked out. I feel like we can't bench that. Got that. Switch. Have to set up another one of these. Max Phantom. And then we're going to start stacking damage onto that Dedenne. Yeah. I think like if I just keep putting the damage there, that's fine. And then I've got Marnie next turn. Maybe we end up putting the Jirachi down, but I want to eventually just stack another Mallow and Lana onto the top of my deck with Mewtwo. They've got 4 prizes left, so they, you know, if they target down my Dedenne, then they'll have to take 2 more. You know, they go Dedenne Mewtwo, then, you know, these will be 2 VMAXs. We probably can't really afford to put the Malamar into play this game, which is unfortunate. I just need to kind of string the energy. Why did I string the... Good question. All right, so Tweed, why did I put the damage there instead of here? Because I want to knock out, take 5 prizes here, and then a bonus prize, 6 prize on like a Jirachi or something. I don't plan on knocking out both Dragapult VMAXs. I plan on knocking out Dedenne, Dragapult, and Jirachi. Now, I don't anticipate, if they play Mallow and Lana as their healing option, then I expect that they'll probably Mallow and Lana the active. You know, they probably won't, or Mallow and Lana one of these. They probably won't Mallow and Lana Dedenne. So Dedenne is safe. I don't want to put any damage counters on the Zigzagoon because they could just scoop up net it. So we're not going to waste any damage counters there yet. We just know, there's scoop up net right there. Like, we know that they cannot scoop up net the Dedenne, right? The Dedenne is a safe 2 prizes. They're probably not going to Mallow and Lana it. Shred for 60. Jirachi and Bomb. I'd have to just keep the pressure on Max Phantom. Got nothing going on. Okay. We don't want to retreat into Jirachi or anything like that, that's for sure. And we don't want to put the Jirachi down. They put the Giratina into the discard pile. Yeah, so I don't think I have to necessarily worry about that. Now, this thing's at 190 damage, so if we do 50 here, I think I have to wait for boss's orders on that thing. And we do 130 damage, 130 plus 190, that's an exact knockout. If we get boss's orders on that. Right, yeah, plus 130 through 20. So we're gonna go there. Now both their guys are pretty heavily damaged. At least. I've only got 90 on mine. He's going to take at least 2 more hits before he goes down. I can actually just retreat and Jet Assault, which is something that I may do because I'm kind of catching up on energy attachments. Jet Assault, do 140. So if like they don't have Mallow and Lana to heal off one of these dudes, they're in a pretty bad spot. 140 doesn't get me there, though. Doesn't get me the knockout. Now we can put that thing to 10. We put this thing to 260. 260 is very close to a KO as well. Very grindy. This is a very grindy matchup. You're like really just math crunching a lot. The Mallow and Lana made a huge difference, but like getting into this weird Marnie hand, I mean, I think that it's just kind of a textbook situation in the matchup because you're going to get Marnied and you can't necessarily, I mean, I guess I could put the Jirachi down, right? And I kind of have to at a certain point. But then that's just an opportunity for them to take a bonus prize, so I can't really afford to put the Jirachi down. I have to just hold it. Okay. Treasure can get us what? Mind Report Mewtwo. Great. So that's also give me another Dragapult. We just want to put a Mind Report Mewtwo onto the top. Oh no, Mind Report Mewtwo's right here. So it's getting me another Dragapult. That's cool. So we're gonna go here. Yeah. Got that, dude. Now I can just retreat, Horror Psychic Energy, hit, put this thing to the bench. Take it out of the active. They are in a situation though where if they're on a 2-turn win clock now, right? If I don't do anything to this Dragapult VMAX on the bench. Whereas if I let... Yeah, that's fine. It's better to retreat. Max Phantom, and then we put all of our damage on the Dedenne. And then we've got a lot of numbers set up. Very close. A couple of Galarian Zigzagoons would be very good. A supporter would be very good. How long can my opponent realistically go without playing another Marnie, though? You know, they're drawing cards. This one also has double Horror Psychic Energy on it, so they're going to be taking more damage in return if they hit into it. Which is pretty sick. And we've got, I mean, we really had to make the most out of our very limited resources here in our hand. After that, that Marnie, yeah, I mean, we're not really drawing. We got 3 research in the discard pile, 1 Marnie, so it's not really a big shot of finding research. You know, Jirachis. I don't really feel comfortable retreating into Jirachi, putting Jirachi into play. Just, you know, continuing forward with, like, pumping out damage. Since I started winning the damage race with the Mallow and Lana play, now it's like I just need to, you know, keep up that pressure with Max Phantom and then hope that I can overwhelm their board before they overwhelm mine. Dragapults are like impossible to find on a trade system as well. I took a look at the trade thing. That was crazy. Yeah, Dragapults are nuts. All right, Giant Bomb, so what, they're gonna bite. I mean, that doesn't really get them any closer to winning the game. Sure enough, we top deck research. All right, put the Viridian down. Cool. And now we get to do some things. Okay. Because I could just take out the Dedenne. Yeah, do I actually just... Let's see. The Phione too. Is my Zigzagoon... Oh, the Zigzagoon's priced, huh? That's fine. Or the Zigzagoon... yeah, it's priced. Okay. So if I Phione... Is there any point in Phione? They'll bring up this. And I can knock out this. And that. So we're going to Scoop Up Net. I'll just stack Win on top of my deck for next turn. So we're going to... Is there a point to using Phione? We hit for 130 damage. Okay, we're going to go Horror Psychic Energy there. And then if I Phione, okay, so if I hit this thing for 130 damage, it puts it to 170, which puts it very close to being KO'd. I don't take the damage in return from the Giant Bomb because I don't hit the numbers there. So we're going to knock out the Dedenne, and then we're going to put this thing to even closer to getting KO'd. We're going to Mind Report Mewtwo, and we're going to put a good card back on top of the deck. I don't have... Oof. We'll put Mallow Lana back on top of the deck. I don't have Boss's Orders, so that's fine. We're going to put that back on top. And then we're just going to Max Phantom here. And we're going to go 1. And then put that thing very close. And I've got Phione in my hand. Boss's Orders right there off the prizes. And now we've got so much damage on their board. I think we got this one wrapped up. There's nothing that they can do. I don't have any liabilities, and they have to scoop. That's it, chat. Got there. All right. Dragapult Mirror. Mallow and Lana was really good. So definitely play Mallow and Lana in the Dragapult deck. Yes. That was good. Grindy there in the middle. I mean, we didn't have any cards. And that's the crazy thing about the Dragapult Mirror match is that you have to... You can't play the Jirachis down, really, right? Especially because, like, my opponent had the... They had the hand advantage, right? And they had the Galarian Zigzagoon down. So if at any point that I had put Jirachi down, they could have potentially pinged it and just, like, knocked it out. All right, we're playing against this deck again. Cool. The, assuming that this is going to... Actually, tag call? I have no idea. This is just Zashi and ADP? I take it back then. Lucario... never mind. It's a Lucario Melmetal Zacian deck. Could be sketchy. I would like to set up my Inkays if I can. Because they're probably going to Full Metal Wall GX me. And when they Full Metal Wall GX me, also there's the Frying Pans, which I don't know why this Frying Pan made it onto the Rangaroo instead of the Zacian. Or the... I just don't think that there's a whole lot of... Yeah, I don't really know there, chat. I don't know why. Why is the pan on the Oranguru? I don't know. There's Inkay. I feel like we just... We'll put Phione down and we'll just research. Did not quite get there. That's fine. We'll go get Senor VMAX. Suit him up. And we're chilling. No point in using Whirlpool Suction. We'll probably just bring out the Lucario Melmetal next turn. We're just going to Marnie. We'll save the Giant Bombs for once the Zacians are actually set up. Goggles, too. Oh, the goggles. This guy came prepared, chat. He came prepared. He's like, I'm not taking no L. Go ahead and Full Metal Wall GX. I dare you to Full Metal Wall GX. Please Full Metal Wall GX. This guy came prepared, chat. I'm not taking no L's. Not a single L to no Dragapult deck. That's fine. Multiple goggles. Yeah. Oh, man. Intrepid. Oh, they're waiting. All right, chat. Guess I gotta put that on the Zigzagoon. Oh, well. Guess I could have, huh? We just stack Mallow Lana, or we stack Marnie. Marnie seems good. Yeah, we'll just put that Marnie on top. Nope, put that Marnie on top. Cool. And pass. I could have used Whirlpool Suction, I guess, push this thing out of there. I really would like them to just go ahead and use the Full Metal Wall GX. That'd be great. And there's an elephant with a pan. Chad, I think if there's a deck that just Dragapult is not supposed to beat, it's probably this one. Yeah. No amount of praying is going to get any amount of damage counters on these guys when they're taking 60 less damage. I mean, Dragapult's Max Phantom is only going to do 70 damage a turn. And then you know that they play like... You know they play the craziness in here, for sure. I'm going to go ahead and guarantee it. You know they got the saucy heal combos. All of that. Okay. Yeah, time to start swinging. And it's like, they're going to GX me. That's fine. And I would like to place my damage counter somewhere they can actually go. Like, over here. That's fine. No, I want to hit into the Lucario. I'm going to take my opportunity to hit this thing for 80. Because as soon as they use their GX attack, I'm not going to be hitting for quite as much. We're going to be hitting for... Oh, and the resistance? Oh, God. I'm going to be doing like 50 damage. Actually 50 damage. Just 50 damage, chat. So that's just not a whole lot. Now, fortunately, this thing, I can take that thing out. Here's the Full Metal Wall. Cool. We anticipated that. We built up our board position accordingly. Got the switch and the Horror Psychic Energy, so we'll just switch. We'll actually Whirlpool Suction. See who else they give me. And then I would like to switch into Jirachi, or retreat into Jirachi. And then we're just going to go up with a new one. Okay. No? We do have Shred. Well, I forgot about that. I can Shred. Oh. Interesting. Alright, Psychic Recharge here. Oh, let's see. We can switch. I can research this turn. Ditch the Horror Psychic. Yeah, that's fine. Just see a new hand. We can do things like stack the Mallow and Lana back on top of my deck. I'm not exactly sure that Mallow and Lana is like the it card. I mean, I guess it's pretty decent. I can heal some. Once these guys are up and, you know, slugging away, it's gonna be obnoxious. That or we put Boss's Orders on top of the deck. No, we'll put Mallow Lana on top for now. Okay. And then we cannot place on either of those, so I feel like all of our damage counters are going to Caparaja. Cool. We got a Giant Bomb. That's nice. Could end up helping. This guy's going to start slugging away. Fortunately, the damage... Well, if they don't kind of like giddy up, you know, and start actually slugging away at the Dragapults, we actually have enough stuff to be able to work with over here to be able to take some key knockouts. Intrepid Sword. Okay. Seems fine. Their hand does not seem good. Shred goes through effects on your opponent's active Pokemon, but I could continue placing damage on that, so that seems excellent. We're just going to put the Giant Bomb here. I guess, yeah, we'll put the Giant Bomb there. Or Psychic here. What, Psyshock? Could start building up Mewtwo to actually hit with Psyshock? I guess. It's not affected by any effects on your opponent's active Pokemon. Nuts. You just do 70 damage. $50. That hurts. Caparaja is getting closer to going down, though, so that's fine. And this thing for like, we're just like sniffing this thing. And you know they play Mallow and Lana in this deck. If they just literally Mallow and Lana like one time, I think we're so done. Rack Down. Adamantine Press. Neither of those seem like great options. Dragapult definitely has a kryptonite, if you will. And heal. Oh, there's the Mallow and Lana right there. So they did, yeah, they're sure enough. Now their hand is so small that they can't really effectively use the Mallow and Lana. What, are they just going to Steel Fist? Man, make me waste my 70. Oh, with the Berserker in play. Sure. All right, you've got literally a one-card hand, my man. So. I don't think you got it like that. I don't think there's a switch in that hand. No. I think you went and you wasted all your resources doing something else. Tag switch! Pog! And then research. Oh no, their hand was the gas. Their hand was insane. 240 plus 70, that's 310. If they get the... No, they take a knockout. Yeah, with Galarian Berserker, if they have it, they take a knockout on this thing. Oh, that would be so devastating. This is the longest slow roll possible. My opponent is just like taking a selfie. They're like, cha-ching, cha-ching. Remember that time? Cha-ching. We had it like that in our 2-card hand. Cha-ching. Posted on Insta. Posted on Twitter. Yup. Here it goes. Caparaja VMAX. Didn't have it. All right. Yep. Nope. Sorry. All right. So that was a... We're going to get a... Whew, that was close. And then... yeah, we're going to want a Mallow and Lana that thing. There's no energy left in the deck? Okay. So I won't need Viridian anymore. I won't need that. This is not good. Eventually, we're going to have to go in with Mewtwo. So, I'm probably going to... Oh, you top deck the elephant? G-Max Hammer? There's no way I can do this, chat. This elephant has got... It's taking minus 60 damage. Oh, unless I hit it with Shred. He's got 340 HP, which means he's got 190 health left. Yo, Flotatious, thank you so much for that Twitch Prime sub. And he's just hitting G-Max Hammer for 240 damage like every single turn. Interesting. Not great. I don't even know which one we go in with. I hope we hit with Mewtwo this turn. That's what I'm trying to do. Switch into Mewtwo. If I find a Horror Psychic Energy, we're going in. We did not. It's fine. Basically the same thing. Stack, what, Mallow and Lana? I mean, we're just not really doing enough damage here. So we bring the Mewtwo up. I mean, I hit with Dragapult. That's fine. Yeah. Boss's orders at a certain point. Will that help? Another Mallow and Lana will not help. I mean, it doesn't. These guys are so far gone at this point. We could just do 60 damage to the active, 60 damage to the active. We'll put it. Yeah, let's get another Mallow and Lana. Yeah. All right, we're gonna switch into this one, and I'm just gonna shred. All right, that's what we're doing. And then I'm gonna Mallow and Lana this one again. And then when we fully heal this one back to like nothing. Did you guys hear the cop car out there? That's hilarious. Yeah. All right, 340. This guy's got 110 HP left. So I need to shred. Is shred like the optimal attack to use right now on this thing? It's taking minus 60. No, it's not. We're still doing more with, but shred with this, and then it takes 20. That's fine. And then I can start accelerating to, once I Mallow and Lana, promote Jirachi. That's fine. So we're going to heal this Dragapult. He's at 250. He's got 90 HP left. I still haven't figured out how to win the rest of the game. Yeah, so don't mind me, you know. But I do know it's going to involve taking out the Copperajah. I definitely need to do that. Should we use Mallow and Lana into Jirachi and then Dedenne change? How do I scoop up nets? Yeah, scoop up nets. Yeah, let's do that. That or we're building up another Dragapult. Yeah, that's the plan. We're doing this. All right, Mallow and Lana. Day-to-day change. Giant Bomb, hello! What's up? All right, nice to see you. All right, Stellar Wish. I'm going to start to power up this thing. Yes, boss. I am very excited about the new Crobat card. Absolutely. Okay. Giant Bomb here. Actually, I don't know why I... Okay, so... I actually think I either scoop Boss's orders on top of the deck, or I could go double ping and just take a knockout on this Copperajah this turn. I think I'm going to save the Scoop Up Nets. We're going to save them. I don't know what my opponent's going to do this next turn. But we're going to wait and see. I don't need Mallow and Lana. I just need Boss's orders. In order to... I mean... I could also just go double ping. Like, if they don't... If they just switch and don't heal, I could go double ping, knock that out. But, like, I want to wait and see. I could have KO'd the active with Zig. You're right. I might do that next turn. We'll see. And then I could KO the bench. I could have KO'd the active with Zig. That's true. I need them to not Mallow and Lana. If they do not Mallow and Lana this turn, I should just win the game. So, I kind of wanted to see where they went this turn. Because these are my only two scoop ups I have left. I could have KO'd this thing. I could have KO'd this thing. But I know that these are like my last two scoop ups. So if they were to like Mallow and Lana, I want to have those available to me. Just in case I need to kind of concoct another win condition. Well, that's why I deferred to waiting, is because it's not a... If they Mallow and Lana, I may need to do something else. So I need to kind of figure out what that something else might be. But it looks like they don't have it. So then I just have win either way. Because literally all I have to do is max Phantom. Yeah, so that's it. That's game. We got there. Crazy game. They take 100 damage. And we get to take win in the most glorious way. And now my opponent is shaking his head. My opponent is getting ready to go. And getting ready to put in all 4 goggles. They should all 4 been goggles. Should all 4 been goggles, chat. And then we got Max Phantom, 2 more prizes left. And we put the damage counters on that thing. Should all 4 been goggles. If they were all 4 goggles, we can't win. The goggles block the damage counters placed. So they would have stopped me from doing that, and we would have not been able to take the dub. We got some good games with Dragapult there. A couple of real good ones. Really tight mirror match. Really tight game right there. That list was feeling very strong in those last 2, I have to say. Yeah, that one was... For sure, a really, really close one. How long we've been streaming? 5.5 hours? All right, Chad. I got a couple other things I got to get to today. You guys are amazing. I'm going to be back tomorrow night with some more Pokemon trading card game online action. You know, Wednesday night stream going on. So, I'm going to be getting out of here, chat. Y'all take it easy and have a great day. I think Dragapult's really good. So, that definitely seemed pretty strong. And, yeah, we're going to be back Wednesday night. So, Thank you all so much for watching. Thank you for all the love, the subs, the bits. You guys are awesome. If you want to check out the Dragapult list I was playing there real quick, it is right there. Yeah. So that felt very good, I have to say. Definitely felt more in control of my games than with some other decks that I had been playing lately. So make sure to check the stream out tomorrow night. Also make sure to check out fullgripgames.com for all your trading card game singles, as well as fullgripcodes.com for instant PTCGO code delivery.